On a sunny morning, with the gentle sound of water flowing in a stream nearby, 3 cute little bears were playing together deep in a green and happy forest. They were always looking for new games to play. They darted between the trees, splashed into the cool stream until they were soaking wet, then scampered back into the sunshine, rolling on the soft grass and laughing loudly. "Come on, catch me if you can," shouted the youngest one, Benny Bear. "I'm way faster than you. This is child's play," laughed Lola Bear, leaping over a mossy log as she chased after him. Suddenly, the biggest and calmest of them, Oliver Bear, stopped in his tracks. He fixed his eyes on one spot and slowly walked toward it. Wait, he said, his voice full of curiosity. "I think I found something." Benny and Lola quickly ran over to see what Oliver had discovered. There, next to a big oak tree, was a small, shiny piece of paper, a little bit dirty from the forest floor. They were all incredibly curious. Oliver carefully picked it up and began to examine it. Lola's eyes grew wide with excitement. "Is this a ticket?" she asked, her voice trembling with anticipation. "Is it a movie ticket? Are we going to the cinema?" Benny couldn't stay still and started jumping up and down. "Popcorn. Big screen, yay!" he shouted with glee. Oliver smiled and gently shook his head. "No, it's even better than that," he said mysteriously. "This is a theater ticket." "Theater?" Benny asked, tilting his head. "What's that?" "Theater is a special place where stories come alive right on a stage," Oliver explained patiently. "It's a story created together by actors in the audience. People, and sometimes animals, act, sing, and teach us important things about the world." The little bears looked at each other, their eyes sparkling, and then they all smiled. "This is going to be so much fun," they said together. Later that day, the 3 bears made their way to a cozy little theater at the edge of the forest. They quietly found their seats, their heads turning in every direction, taking in all the new sights. Soon, the house lights dimmed. Benny felt a tiny bit scared in the dark, but then the big red curtain started to open. His excitement immediately returned, and he leaned forward, watching with wide eyes. On the stage, a group of animal actors was telling a story about protecting nature. The actors showed what happens when people carelessly throw plastic into rivers and forests. The water on stage turned cloudy and dirty. The animal characters looked so sad. But then, the story took a beautiful and hopeful turn. Children and animals started working together. They collected all the plastic bottles and bags. They sorted them into recycling bins. Slowly, the forest on stage became clean and happy again. Benny whispered to his friends, "We should never, ever throw plastic on the ground." Lola nodded in agreement. "We have to protect our forest." Oliver smiled proudly. "Yes," he said softly. "Nature is our home, and it's our job to take care of it." After the show ended, the 3 cute little bears clapped their paws together as loudly as they could. "That was amazing," said Benny, his face beaming. "I learned so much." On the way home, they chattered excitedly the entire time, their hearts full of joy and new ideas. When they arrived back at their dens, they ran to their families. "We went to the theater," they announced. "We learned how to protect nature. We promise we will never throw plastic into the forest." That night, the little bears fell asleep with big smiles on their faces. They were sure of one thing: learning can be an adventure. Stories have the power to change the world, and their beautiful forest was absolutely worth protecting. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more wonderful stories.